Hi, welcome to Doing Things Alone. Today I'm going to talk about going to a punk concert alone. This is what I did Friday because I was like, it's Friday, I don't know what to do with myself. I can stay home, I'll feel bad. I got there way too early. I never learned the lesson. I'm such a punctual little bitch. And shows never start when they're supposed to, especially punk shows. Those are punks, they're anarchists. They don't care about the time structures and schedules. And when I need to wake up in the morning, they don't give a flying frick. So I got there too early. I stood around, it was very empty, I felt self-conscious, at which point I was like, why feel self-conscious? Who cares? No one cares ever. So I stood there not feeling self-conscious, it felt so much better. Now, how do you recognize a 30-year-old in a punk show? Once the show starts, they go, ah! And they stick a bunch of toilet paper in their ear because of the high end. The crashing of the cymbals, too much for my old ears. And apparently, I don't know the band The Offsprings. I thought I did. I thought I knew a lot of their songs, but apparently I don't. The barman did say he likes my stuff, and then asked if I wanted the tip. So I was like, I got a tip. So I gave him like a 12% tip, and then said, well, you said something nice to me. Might as well got a tip. And he was like, I made it awkward, basically. But once the show started, I get into it. It's fun bopping around. I dance like a 30-year-old man. All I do is mostly like this. I do this a lot. But being at a show is better than being at home, I think. It does me good. As someone who doesn't leave the house enough, I need to figure out like excuses to go out. Like I go out and read. You know, like the guy you see at the coffee shop reading? That's me, but that guy is not having that much fun. He's there because he wants you to think, ooh, he's cute and mysterious. But in fact, within his own brain, he's like, oh god, I can't believe I'm fucking reading outside. Ugh. So the show ended. I had a nice time. There was a little like after show gather outside of the bar. And I didn't want to take a part of it. I went to the other side of the street, and a little 15-year-old punk kid wanted me to roll him a cigarette. Now, I did, even though it's bad. I shouldn't give kids tobacco, I guess. But I rolled him a really shitty cigarette. So maybe I did a good thing by giving him a bad cigarette. I laced it with anti-kid chemicals. And so I drove back home, and I was riding on my little bike. And I was about to do a turn to where I live. And then I was like, I don't want to go back home. Which is always a thought to have, because you should enjoy being home, but sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to go back home. I gotta deal with like my thoughts and figuring out what to do with myself. So I continued writing. I just continued writing for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, okay, what are you doing? Go back home. You can't just be riding outside. I mean, technically you could, but to what end? Are you just gonna drive until you reaching what? So going to a punk show, I'm going to have to give it like a 6 out of 10. They did one song that I really loved about Donkey Kong. Now this isn't a cry for help. I know it looks and seems and smells and feels like one. But I'm just trying to deal with my little bit of loneliness. In a very public way that might make you unnerved. It's not my fault. I'm an artist. I'm an auteur, okay? I'll do whatever the frick I want. What if I just took my dick out on YouTube? That'd be sick. Man, I wish I had the guts. And the dick.